Hi there, I'm Out of Sync, and welcome back to Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition. I'm going to continue my save game, Lost in the Wasteland, looking for Liam Neeson. I'm going to head over to Fort Independence. Seems like a good place to go and pick up some ammo. That's if every mob on the way doesn't want to eat me. Oh, just what I needed. Lots of ammo.
What do you need? A few odds and ends. Give me a shout if you need anything else. Later.
Oh! The raiders ambushed me. Let's see if we can sneak over to this fort then without getting killed. Getting destroyed by the wildlife. I think I'm going to have to be a bit more proactive here. I'm literally being attacked from all sides here. Wow. Let's try a different approach then.
Need some grub? Try the brass lantern.
It's good to see you alive and well, sir. Welcome home, sir.
Welcome to Megaton. Enjoy your stay.
Dogfight. I think someone's throwing grenades at me. Just gonna make a run for this building. I think this is where I need to go.
Keep your head down, idiot. Raider incoming.
Nice. Keep pressing I to go to my inventory.
If you're going to get yourself killed out here, you mind doing it further away from our bunker? I don't want your corpse stinking up our little patch of heaven. Defender Anne-Marie Morgan with the Outcasts. But all you need to know is that I've got a gun and a low tolerance for screwing around.
Straight to the
We
point.
call ourselves the Outcasts, and we collect technology to preserve it from tribals and idiot locals. And before you ask, we were cast out from that company of zeros who call themselves Lion's Brotherhood of Steel. Way we figure it, if traders think we're too harsh in following orders, we're probably doing something right. We collect technology, and most people want what we've collected. Right now, we're pretty much stuck defending this fort, but that won't be forever. Once we regroup, we'll continue our work and keep moving back west. We aren't recruiting, kid. Old sap lions might trust walk-ins, but we don't. But if you want to help out, well, we might be able to work out a deal. You bring in technological devices, and we'll pay you a finder's fee based on the device. But Protector Kasdan would have to okay it first. Okay, but first you'll have to talk with Protector Kasdan. You can work out the details with him. Back to staring awe at the Outcasts? Don't you have something better to do, kid?
Are they going to start shooting me if I open this gate? Let's save it and find out.
I'm Protector Henry Kasdan, leader of the Outcasts. This had better be good. Normally, I wouldn't be wasting my time talking to a local, but Morgan tells me you can make yourself useful. So, interested in collecting technology for us? It's simple enough. Bring in technological devices, and we'll pay you for what you find. Big things like power armor or energy weapons are best, but we'll take things like sensor units or spare parts too. You never know what's important. In return, we'll pay you with your choice of 5.56 ammo, grenades, stim packs, or RADAWAY. I'll bet they're more useful to you out there anyway. That's what I like to hear. You can start immediately. You'll report directly to me. I'll take in your gear and dole out your pay. Now get cracking. Let's see what you've got. It's practically junk, but we can get some use out of it. How'd you like your payment? Here you go. Try not to use it all in one place unless you have to. Okay then. Get a move on.
So, are they intelligent? Do they... There's... Sure thing.
Oh, she's got no caps.
Sure thing. See ya.
Okay, let's go unload the junk, take a rest, and then head out. Didn't load. Jump. Looks like it's down there. How do I get out?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, are they intelligent? Do they have a leader? Some sort of king or priests or some sort of scaly community center? I'll bet most people would have just gone in there, guns blazing without half a thought. But not you. You're the best research assistant ever. I've been getting a good signal, but what do you think about them from your first-hand observations of them? Oh, that's unpleasant. But I guess it's no surprise. Practically everything out there can eat us. This bottom of the food chain thing really sucks. Some of these observations about their armor and camouflage gave me an idea for reinforced, neutral-colored headgear. Here, consider it thanks for not interfering with them. Oh, speaking of which, take these, so you can continue to avoid them in the future. Absolutely. I'm glad to finish it up, but I bet you're even happier, right? Just one
Yep.
last chapter now, and it's much safer, I promise. Oh, and here's your payment. 2 big boxes full of ammo. Think of it as insurance, in case the next chapter isn't as safe as I predict. The last chapter is a bit more esoteric. It's about the survival of humanity as a whole, and how to rebuild society. Deep stuff, huh? We need to know how large settlements are formed, how to harness the old technology, and I'll need you to get ancient history from a nearby library. We're in the last stretch now, so let's finish it up strong. What's first? Don't be so sure. You'd be surprised how confused people get, even about important things. In this case, I'm talking about Rivet City. It's the most successful survivor settlement around, but no one here really knows how it started. Of course, that's why it's important to know how a place like that succeeded. So I need you to go there and do some researching. Oh, it's this huge city on a ship where the river meets downtown. It's been around for as long as I can remember. You should really check it out. Oh, now I can't wait for what you find out down there. And check around to make sure you're hearing the real deal. Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started?
No.
Try asking around a bit. Why, I'm flattered. What would you like to know? Well, look around at the world we live in. It may be okay to you, but I've read about what it used to be like, and this wasn't it. So we all need something that keeps us going, despite all the terrible things around us. For me, it's things like this book. No, it's like, did you ever try to put a broken piece of glass back together? Even if the pieces fit, you can't make it whole again the way it was. But if you're clever, you can still use the pieces to make other useful things. Maybe even something wonderful, like a mosaic. Well, the world broke just like the glass, and everyone's trying to put it back together like it was. But it'll never come together the same way. Hey, it sounds crazy when you say it that way, but that's what I'm aiming for. Yeah. The Wasteland Survival Guide isn't much toward that lofty goal, but it's an important one. And that's why I need your help. I don't think I can do it alone. Sure thing. Good hunting. Come back.
Searching for a friend out in the wastes? No one is more reliable than a cold, hard skin of steel. Have a look. See if anything calls out to you. Walk well, friend.
Partner. Try. Mario.
That was not a fair fight. Go get him, old man.
Where that came from.
Hey there. Take a look. Welcome to godforsaken hellhole. Not much to look at, but it's all mine. Thanks. Later.
For all you guys and gals tempted by the thought of scabbing in the downtown DC ruins, here's a tip. You see, children, the Frankensteins might violently and horrifically rip you to shreds.
Wow. Super mutants. Not good. Okay, sneak past them. They're just everywhere. Guessing this is radioactive. Yeah. Looks like I'm going the other way then.
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
Oh, cool.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City. And who might your father be? If he lives on this boat, I know him. Oh yeah? And I'm a fairy princess. You keep up this smart-ass attitude, and you're gonna wind up floating face down in the river. All right, all right. You can go on in. If I hear about any trouble, you're gonna wind up in the river. You get me?
Good to see you.
Is there a problem? We're the safest, most secure city in the wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so. I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now. Carry on, then.
I'm Tammy. Have you seen my good-for-nothing son lately? The little shit is usually up to no good. What a load of crap. Obviously, you've never had to take care of some squealing little brat. Yeah? What do you want? Yeah, that's James. My own little troublemaking brat. I'd sell him to you if they'd let me. Unless you've got any more personal questions, I'm busy.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention.
They call me Shrapnel. I run this place. Got the best damn armament you'll ever see. Ain't seen many of those around lately. They're tough to come by. What you looking for?
Finally, someone with just loads of ammo. Brilliant.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. History? Fuck if I know. Hell, fuck if I care. Come back soon. We always got a lot of ammo in stock.
Know what you're doing.
Everything looks...
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member. I carry discriminating attire for discriminating customers. Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business. Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes. A threat? No, of course not. Well, maybe. He wants to replace me on the council. He's a shady character. I just can't prove it. Now, if someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would be very appreciative. It's a place to live, safe from raiders and super mutants. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even begin to rebuild the world. Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave? Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie. Straight to the point. I like that. Come back soon.
Okay, here.
Good to see you. Yes, sir? It's named after my dad. He's a great cook. She's not very social. Stays in her lab in the stern. She's smart, though. Real smart. James's mom, Tammy, is a real bitch. She treats him like crap. I think it's because she drinks too much. It's noisy, dark, and smelly. But we're safe here. No super mutants or raiders, and maybe Dr. Lee will find a way to get clean water for us. You mean like hitting on me? No. Most of them are polite. Even the ones like Diego that I'd want to flirt with seem to ignore me. Well, one of us is. Sometimes it seems like he doesn't even know I'm there. Especially if he is a priest with a thick skull. Well, I'm not giving up. I just know we're made for each other. I heard the place was settled by mercenaries who used to scavenge DC, but I don't really know. Yeah, see you.
One of the new immigrants died
Finish
of
your food,
radiation
CJ.
poisoning. Let me introduce myself. I am Gary Staley, gourmet chef and gourmand. I'll be preparing your meal. My specialty is Meyerlurg cakes, although the iguana is very popular too. Then you are in for a treat. Yeah, I know. Thank God he's a priest. At least I know nothing's going on between them. Father Clifford would kick him out of the priesthood if he ever found out. I know a lot of places opened up when they got the hydroponics bay working, but that's hardly the start of it all, is it? Actually, Vera Weatherly might know more. She's always here and talking with folks, so if anyone's picked up a story or two, it'd be her. Here is our menu, sir. Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
There are starving people in the wasteland, you know?
Aw, Mom, do...
Yeah? That poor child. His mother, Tammy Hargrave, is a very troubled woman. She spends too much time down in the Muddy Rudder, drinking and using foul language. I feel so sorry for him. I think CJ is a good influence on him, but I do worry about the two of them. We're the lucky ones. We don't have to fight just to survive. We have normal jobs. I clean the halls. It might not look like it, but you should have seen it before. Oh, I don't know about that. For all I know, it's had survivors on it since the war. I'm just thankful it's here. Maybe if you ask Bannon. He's been simply wonderful on the council, so I'm sure he'd be glad to help with your question. Goodbye.
Hello, miss. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
I do the... This place could use a few more people willing to work. I'm busy. I've got a... I'm busy. I'm busy.
Mr. Staley, could I have a Nuka-Cola, please?
I'm busy. I'm busy. As long as it's okay with your parents.
Shut your trap.
I'm busy.
You'll eat what I give you and be grateful for
I'm
it.
busy.
Or I'll give you something to be really sorry for.
I'm busy. 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 I've got a lot of repairs to make. Hey.
It's enough of that.
What do you want? My mom is probably drunk, and my dad's dead. Is that good enough for you, asshole?
Yeah? What do you want? The Muddy Rudder. Yeah? What do you want? Oh, really? My husband ran off and got himself killed and left me to raise his little brat. So don't you tell me how I should or shouldn't be.
Hey.
This is a quick fix. I mean, that's the name of our shop. Polly and mine, that is. My name is Cindy. Cindy Cantelli. No, no, no. I would never do that. Polly does. Sample it, I mean. He's my deadbeat husband. The poor dear. I wish there was something I could do to help her. That boy ought to just give her a tumble. It would be good for both of them. He's hopeless. I have to keep him away from the shop, or he'll rob us blind. One of these days, he's going to end up dead. Well, I don't really know, to tell the truth. How does any city get started, really? But I've heard Bannon talk about how he was responsible for its success, so I'd ask him about it. We've got all kinds of chems. I'm sure you'll be back soon. That's secure for a reason.
Maybe a quick fix has something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good chems. Everything looks okay here. Yes? No problems to report, I assume?
Yes?
I really hope you're not thinking of breaking into there. Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here. A what? Look, if you just want to crack wise, go somewhere else. But if you've got stuff you want to sell, then I'm your man. He's totally strung out. It's going to kill him one of these days. Steal it? Hardly. He runs the council like it's his own personal bank account. He's supposed to represent all the market businesses, not just himself. It's about time he was replaced. Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb, but I never really cared about the politics. Last feller I remember from back then was Mr. Pinkerton, and he must have left about a decade ago, after that spat with the science team. He used to have a storage shed in the broken-off bow of the ship. We always thought he was crazy for keeping stuff there. Might have kept a couple records down there, I guess. Careful, though. Ship's a bit treacherous down there in her belly. Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know? Anyway, we're here in Rivet City, and she's in good hands now. Oh, right. I sort of lose track of time talking about the old girl. The Weatherly Hotel is a good choice. It's on the upper deck. I've got a little bit of everything. See you later.
Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel. I'm your hostess, Vera Weatherly. Why should I tell you? You'll just tell everyone else. Oh, yes. She's crazy about him. He keeps telling her no, but he also spends a lot of time with her. It's really not fair to her. You haven't heard? Angela has the hots for Diego. But since he's a priest, he's been putting her off. One of these days, she's just going to jump his bones. Why should I tell you? You'll just tell everyone else. Poor James. His mother drinks too much. When she does, she doesn't treat him very well. Personally, I think she blames him for his father leaving her, which is ridiculous. Well, I could tell you all about my hotel, but I'm sure I don't know anything about how Rivet City itself got started. I mean, you hear rumors and you make guesses, but I really couldn't say I know for sure, and I'd hate to lead you down the wrong path. Actually, now that you mention it, Seagrave may know more about it. He's been here since he was just a boy, and I can't imagine anyone knows this ship better than he does. Farewell.
Welcome to the Weatherly. Mr. Buckingham at your service. I serve Miss Vera Weatherly. Yes, sir.
Yes, that's locked. And yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Hello. It makes me feel safer knowing you're around.
I'm busy. I've got a lot of repairs to make.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
You're in the Rivet City Clinic. I'm Dr. Preston. Don't get any cute ideas. Now, if you've got... Oh, I'd like to help. I really would. But I don't know the first thing about this place's history. Don't let my age fool you. I may have been around for a while, but I didn't spend all that time here. Take care of yourself. Yes, that's locked. And yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctors work with water purification is fascinating.
Please excuse me. I help Dr. Lee when she needs equipment moved. I am no scientist. I just help with the...
I'm Janice Kaplinski, Chief Botanist. What do you need? I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should probably just talk to her about it. If it hasn't got to do with the science... So long.
You won't tell me what's at stake.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here? You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I am Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same. You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there. Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted for you. Well, you won't find him here. He's come and gone already. Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you. It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone. I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know? James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time, and wants to try again. Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you. Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, We were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could. Yes, well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough. Okay. Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors or your chasing after him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I am not in a position to help you. You understand, I have enough to worry about already. What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now. Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know? It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated. We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment. You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier. Okay. This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule. Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again. I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days. Good luck finding your father.
Oh, shiny pink job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You
Yeah, I'm
know,
going
if
to take
you're
a
so
quick break
smart,
here.
maybe you...
And I think I might adjust the OBS settings. Bear with me